I realized when I was filming this video in the garage that my garage is a mess. So we'll just get that out of the way. I apologize if it offends anybody, but I will clean it up. But stay with me, there's a relevance to this. Next, I'm gonna come clean. I don't like doing cardio work. I'd much rather lift weights, play basketball, do something like that, but I'm not the kind of guy that's just gonna go out for a run. I just don't really enjoy it. Plus, I have some arthritis in my knees and it just doesn't feel good. But I also don't want to spend 45 minutes on an exercise bike. What if I told you that I can show you a routine that gives you the benefits of 40 to 45 minutes of aerobic exercise, but in a fraction of the time, maybe anywhere from 10 to 15 minutes? Would you be interested? I thought you would be. I'm talking about high intensity interval training. Now, a lot of people aren't going to be able to go out and sprint, right? Or maybe they just don't want to sprint. But in this video, I'm going to talk about a lot of different ways. We're going to start off with basically a bike. We'll talk about walking. We'll talk about different ways, stairs. There's other ways in which you can get cardiovascular fitness in, but you have to do some cardio work. There's just about nothing that doesn't get improved with our overall health as we start to get improved cardio-respiratory fitness. The principles of high-intensity interval training are going to be the same regardless of whether I'm riding a bike or I'm walking or I'm going up and down stairs. Make sure you talk to your doctor first before you start any exercise program just to make sure that you are safe. The idea is you want to spend 3 to 5 minutes of just warming up first. So whatever activity that you're doing, you're just going to take a nice leisurely pace to it. After that, what you're going to do is you're going to go for 30 seconds as hard as you possibly can based upon whatever activity is that you're doing. If you're riding a bike, you're cranking it as hard as you can for 30 seconds. After 30 seconds, you're going to rest and you're going to relax. Now it's an active recovery, which means you're not completely stopping, you're just slowing down whatever activity you're doing. Ideally, you want to do 6 to 8 of those 30-second high-intensity intervals with a minute-and-a-half rest of active rest in between.
Well, let's say biking is not your thing. Let's say you like to walk your dog like I do here. Your dog's as crazy as ours, Romeo. But the same concept applies. What you want to do is, let's say you're going for a 20 or 30 minute walk. You want to take the first 4 or 5 minutes and just kind of warm up. Then what you want to do is take a look at your watch or your clock, and for the next 30 seconds, I want you to walk as fast as you possibly can, being safe, of course. And then after 30 seconds, slow down, slow recovery for about a minute and a half. Maybe let your dog sniff. If your dog is sniffing, just make sure that you keep moving. It's an active recovery for that minute and a half. After a minute and a half, if you can, you take off again hard for 30 seconds, as hard as you possibly can. And the magic happens when you can repeat that 6 to 8 times. But if you can't for a variety of reasons, that's okay, work up to it, but it's much better than a steady state 20 or 30 minute walk.
If you're liking the video and finding the video helpful, please consider giving it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and ding, turn on your notifications so that you never miss another one of our videos. If you're feeling particularly generous and you'd like to make a donation to the channel to allow us to continue to make value-based videos, I have a link, a PayPal link in the description below. Anything helps, thank you in advance. Maybe biking and walking isn't your thing, or maybe you just don't feel like doing it that day, and you're safe enough to go up and down stairs. Well, one option is to spend 30 seconds and to come up and down stairs as fast as you can. It's a great way to get some strengthening in. Make sure you're safe. After 30 seconds, you would stop, take a little break, but it's an active recovery for about a minute and a half. So you want to make sure that you're doing some marching, doing some walking around, but you're going up and down the stairs as fast as you can if it's safe for you for 30 seconds, and then you're going to repeat that, of course, 6 to 8 times. But Ed, I can't go up and down stairs very well and it hurts my knees. Fair enough. What you could do is, here I've got good balance. I'm just barefoot, so I'm not going to slip on the stairs. And I'm just going to come up and back down. Up and back down. Up and back down. You can alternate legs if you can. It's a great way to get your legs stronger, as well as get that heart rate going for 30 seconds. After 30 seconds, make sure it's an active recovery. Once again, walk around, do some marching, do whatever you need to do. For a minute and a half, you're going to recover, and then come back and do another 30-second bout of intense stair work. But Ed, I don't have any stairs at my house. All right, well, maybe you have a chair at your house and we can try this. Get the stopwatch ready, and I'm going to stand up and back down. Up and back down. Up and back down. I'm using my hands a little bit if I need to, if that bothers my legs or if my knees are sore. 30 seconds. After 30 seconds, I'm just going to actively recover. I could sit and march, I could walk around, but 30 seconds of hard sit to stands. If that's getting easier for you, put your arms across here and then stand up. If that gets easy, put your hands behind your head. Ready, set, go. We got 30 seconds. Fast as we can, in control and safe. That gets easy. Imagine having a couple cans of soup. Stand up and push and back down. Stand up and push and back down. The idea is for 30 seconds, I'm using my muscles hard. And then I'm recover for a minute and a half, but an active recovery. Remember, repeat that 6 to 8 times. What if none of those ways have worked for you so far? And you're like, no, sorry, I can't do that. Well, hopefully if you can stand up this way here, and maybe what you can do is you can just march in place. Get a can of soup in each arm, and march. 30 seconds, as fast as you can. If balance is a little bit shaky, imagine having a chair right here for a little bit of balance. And move the other arm if you need to. But move your body, hopefully your arms and your legs, hard and fast, as long as you're safe, for 30 seconds. Take an active recovery, which means maybe you just kind of walk around a little bit for a minute and a half. No sitting, has to be an active recovery. Grab onto the chair if you need to. If not, go back into your marching again. Get that heart rate up. When you bring your arms into it, it really helps elevate that heart rate. 30-second intervals, repeat that 6 to 8 times with a minute and a half break in between. Cardio-respiratory fitness is critical for everyone, regardless of the position that we're in. I've worked with clients in the hospital that can barely stand up, and yet we still have to work on cardiovascular improvements and aerobic conditioning. There's something magical that happens when we can get that intensity up for about 25 to 30 seconds, and then a minute and a half recovery, and then repeating that 6 to 8 times. Remember, talk to your doctor first before you start any type of exercise program. If you have any questions, please leave them down below, and hopefully you found the video helpful. And until next time, keep exercising.